Hey YouTube. So today we're going to talk about the differences between magic and sorcery. Okay, so magic is when you rely on your own mana and your own power and your own consciousness and your own force of will to achieve a desired effect. Whether that's, and then that effect can take different forms. And there's three different types of magic: white magic, black magic, and gray magic. So, for example, a white magic spell would be to heal an ailing family member or something like that. A black magic spell would be to cause harm or misfortune upon another person or something of that nature. A gray magic spell would be an example to there's kind of the line is blurred. Like, for example, you cast a spell on a girl to make her fall madly in love with you or something like that. So there's many different types of magic, and it relies on your consciousness and the words you use and how you spelling is literally casting spells in the spiritual realm, right? And some languages have more power than others. But yeah, so those are the three types of magic. And then there's sorcery. Sorcery is when you invoke or evoke a demon or spirit or angel and to achieve a desired effect for or with you. Now, invocation and evocation are different. When you invoke a spirit, you're inviting it into your temple, which is not a good thing to do. I'm not recommending sorcery to anyone. I'm saying sorcery is very dangerous and it can be very harmful. Whereas magic relies on the force of the consciousness and the subconscious mind working in tandem to achieve a result with your own power and possibly with the power of others, like, for example, a social media influencer or some kind of person in the public eye, just changing minds and redefining or changing how you think based on a movie or a video and kind of getting you to believe in whatever reality they're spinning. And then, but with sorcery, you're calling upon sometimes dangerous beings like angels, spirits, demons, and you're inviting them into your temple. Now, that's never a good idea. Never invite a demon, a spirit, or angel into your temple. Like, that's not a good decision. But the point is, these things are very different. So, yeah, so the magician is like influencing consciousness. Like, you could say that the news media is a magician, or a group of magicians that are crafting a narrative designed to make you have a response and to change your consciousness so you think in a different way. So, and in that sense, and then the left-right paradigm and the left-hand path and the spiritual right paradigm, like that all plays into it, is manipulating consciousness to have an effect on the world by changing how people see the world and how they interpret events based on whatever spin you decide to weave, right? Whereas sorcery, and you can think about it this way: Christians call upon Jesus and they call upon God and Allah and just different Abrahamic faiths. They call upon God to do them favors. They want a promotion at work. They say, "Oh, please God, give me this promotion at work. I've worked hard and I've worked my whole life. Please help me. I put myself at your feet. Just help me out with this, and I'll be loyal to you for all time," or something like that, right? But that is still calling upon a spirit or a being to do your will. And what I'm trying to say is you don't need to do that. You don't need to be a sorcerer. You don't need to summon all kinds of spirits and stuff like that. Like, that's dangerous. When you evoke a spirit, though, and it comes to you and gives you advice, that's a different matter. But never invite a spirit into your temple because you don't know what that spirit might want to do, right? So that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. So that's some of the difference. I'm just giving you the basics of magic, and that's, there's black magic, white magic, gray magic, of different moral qualities and certain proclivities or whatever. And then there's and then there's invocation, evocation, which are related to sorcery. And then there's magic, which relates to you, the consciousness of others, the consciousness of the group consciousness, the group monad, if you want to call it that. So, and then they're all in different forms. So my point is that, like, when I say I'm a Illuminati magician, that's the handle I changed my name to. So that's referring to my own spiritual power and that of the audience, possibly, to effect a desired change rather than relying on spirits. I'm not like a spirit person, I'm not calling out to all these dangerous spirits, asking them to help me, because that's not good. And also, the clarification is that yes, summoning God to do your will is an act of sorcery, because he's an external deity, he's outside you. You're asking him to do you a favor. You're asking him to give you a promotion. You're asking him to, save your family from hardship, or, bring you food for that day, or whatever it is. You're calling out to a sentient being to do your will, or Jesus Christ, or Allah, or whatever, saying like, hey Allah, I need help building this mosque or whatever. So, but yeah, that's the main point I wanted to make, is that, yeah, so hope that was clarifying. And I happen to be a magician. I'm not a sorcerer. That's why it doesn't say Illuminati sorcerer. It says Illuminati magician. So let's make the magic happen together and lead this world to a bright new future.